What's up, everyone? BATCRAFT. That's right, it's Bo here from the TVTalk podcast, and as you can see, I am just walking down a road, a long road. Last time we talked about how I kind of was thinking it'd be cool if there was a bridge kind of going back here, and also wondering where on earth we were going to put our little optimal, our prime moving company truck right here that we have. And you know what? I think this is it. I think we take him and we put him on this like long road, but we put him more into the city. And I think that makes a lot of sense. That way it's kind of, true to his roots, his origin of being kind of up here. And then also, have him a little bit more where he's more visible into the city. I think that would be really, really good. So yeah, we're probably not going to do that today. That is going to happen. Like I'm going to be working on this one off camera, and that's just going to be where it's going to be. And yes, this is a very long one-way road bridge. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that is kind of what it is. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And yeah, we'll be seeing more of you in the future. Like literally not over here tucked away behind all these other buildings, but back here. But today I am very, very excited because we are adding yet another building to the base, to New Yorktown. To New Yorktown. So last week, of course, we added the City of York pub, and today, and it looks, oh, look at that thing. It just looks so good. I am so proud of how this turned out. I know I said that a lot, but what can I say? I'm just really proud about how this entire build is turning out. But today we're going to be adding yet another build to the base, and that is the McKittrick Hotel. Now, the McKittrick Hotel is a building in New York City that houses an immersive play called Sleep No More. Now, kids, this is not for you. This is for grown-ups, okay? This is a grown-up play. But for me as a theater kid growing up, experiencing an immersive theater play, especially one like Sleep No More, really opened my eyes to what entertainment and theater really could be. And it was just a very kind of, just a memorable experience, and one that I want to capture and pay homage to here in my city. So coming to New Yorktown today is the McKittrick Hotel. Let's jump into it. Interestingly enough, we are very much not done, although we have made some significant progress, as you definitely saw. But we have to take a little bit of a break from this build because we just got contacted by the League of Heroes. It is time for a big team meeting. And so we need to actually head over to Gotham and meet up with our fellow heroes to see what all is going on. As you know, we have been tracking the whereabouts and the doings of the ne'er-do-wells of Gotham City. And it is, we've each kind of split up our roles in terms of who we're following and who we're watching. And so, we need to report on what we found. Now, as a little bit of a refresher, we were tracking Wilmart and trying to determine whether or not Wilmart was a quality, upstanding company or if it was an evil corporation. And through some testing, we decided that it probably is not an evil corporation. In fact, we actually kind of determined that fairly early on. So I've been, using most of my efforts to track some of the bigger villains in Gotham, and more specifically, Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins, or the League of Shadows. I don't know which one's which, or if they're the same or not. I'm looking forward to talking to my fellow heroes to figure out if anybody has any new intel in that area that might be able to help us out in figuring out what is going on there. Very curious if anybody knows what's going on here. There's just a lot. Vote for Kyle, keep the city clean. We might actually need to talk to Kyle about the fact that we're both heroes and on the same side, but we're also kind of both running for mayor. That should probably be discussed. We might bring that up as a little aside. But regardless, City Hall, it is, it's still in phase 1. It needs a lot of work. Yeah, we will definitely get this taken care of. This is just in phase 1. But phase 2 is coming. I know I've been taking care of a lot of my own projects, and that's just kind of, what it has been for the moment. But don't worry, we will get back to City Hall in the future. But for now, we need to join our fellow heroes in the League of Heroes. We have a creeper here.
There's a creeper outside, yes.
There's a creeper outside. Are we compromised?
Creepermized.
It's like listening in. It might be a spy.
Oh.
We have no way of getting it, so it can't hear us. This is like did y'all ever watch what was that old like Nick at Night television show where they had the cone of silence?
Get Smart.
Get Smart. Yeah. All right, everyone, take your seats. First of all, I'd like to say welcome back to the League of Heroes. Glad to see everybody here. Everybody seems to be doing well. Belle, I can't help but notice you look, you give me all kinds of things when I look into your face. It makes me think of different things.
I'm whispering no to you. Or maybe my face says yes.
Right. Well, it's a good test, right? Snow, look into Belle's face. What do you see when you look into Belle's face?
Does the spyglass give you anything extra?
To me, he looks a little bit like... Wait, Belle, look at me.
You get this spyglass.
I guess I see like an Among Us like ghost.
Oh.
I see justice.
Yeah. I see blood, soaked sewers, and scabs, and justice.
All right.
A giant mustache and maybe an almost unibrow.
Kyle, we might have needed to vet a little bit harder on our whole hero qualifications. Yeah. Anyway. All right.
Just a little bit.
All right. So, y'all, we've been. I know we've all been very busy at work, reporting on things. Who wants to start in their findings?
So, Knight.
Yes.
Is doing the purple sheep, and it was everywhere in Gotham City, in my base. I believe it was also in Bo's base, and it was even in Q Consolidated. Also, I followed him all the way up to the League of Assassins tower, and would you guess it? He changed into Deathstroke.
Wait, what?
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What? Wait, hang on.
Sounds like we need some justice.
Hang on, Knight. All right, let me see if I'm following. Knight went up to the League of Assassins, like to the Ra's al Ghul. Oops, the Ra's al Ghul situation up there, right on the peak.
Yes.
And he put on a Deathstroke costume.
Yes, he changed into Deathstroke. So
What?
that means he is Slade Wilson, a.k.a. Deathstroke, the new leader of the League of Shadows.
With the wait, what?
Oh, this whole time we've been thinking about Ra's al Ghul, but you're saying it's not Ra's al Ghul.
No, it is Deathstroke, a.k.a. Knight Valen, who Valenco is just a front for his purple sheep infestation.
What?
Illicit activity.
So Knight is Deathstroke.
Yes.
So all right, and so he's head of the League of Assassins, right?
Yes.
All right. Here's the problem, or not problem, but here's the weird thing about this. Okay, I very recently stumbled upon a different assassination organization known as the League of Shadows, who is
That's
putting
what I meant to
themselves
say.
out there as a competitor of the League of Assassins.
Okay.
Oh.
Does anybody know about this?
Wait, no. So wait, those are not the same thing?
So
League.
I would have thought they were the same things, but
Yeah.
it seemed to imply that. And, all right, so okay. After this meeting, I'll take you out to the location so you can see, and I'll kind of explain it in my presentation. But suffice to say, I think they're separate organizations. They seem to be the League of Shadows seems to be putting itself in a kind of alternate position as the League of Assassins.
Oh.
So it's a little confusing, but anyway, suffice to say, all right, so we now know that Knight is Deathstroke, and he is the head of the League of Assassins.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, this is it's a bit of a game changer, to say the least. Kyle, any news on the purple sheep? Are they dangerous or harmful?
No, they just disappeared randomly. So if you see them, yeah.
Well, they haven't
Denial.
totally disappeared. There's one right here.
Nope.
Yeah, that guy I
Whose
found in
name-
my base. I thought it was weird that purple sheep were popping up in my base, so I thought I'd bring one to Central City or to Gotham City.
Yorktown?
Yep, New Yorktown.
It's also
Behold.
strange that his name is Evidence. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I wanted to help Kyle. I thought gathering evidence would help. All right, sounds good. Kyle, anything else?
No, it's been pretty quiet over there as well. He's kind of been off the grid.
Gotcha. Okay. Off the grid. Whatever.
Is it League of Assassins or League of Shadows? Which one?
No, that's the thing. So, do you, like, legit, you don't know about this?
No, I don't.
Okay, Belle, do you know about this?
No.
Do you really not know about it?
I know about everything crime related.
All right, yeah, I'll take y'all there afterwards. That's interesting.
Okay.
I thought one of you might know about this. All right, Snow, you have been following Fox, and I don't know about you,
Yes.
but I am highly nervous about what's going on over there. I'm curious
There's
as
a
to
lot
your
of
findings.
scary stuff. A lot of very scary things happening. So on the topic of the sheep, so I don't know if you guys have been through that skyscraper of Fox's company and how they have one entire floor with just one purple sheep in the middle. I think that has to do with the black hole, perhaps. And
What?
I wonder if that, I'm only speculating on this part, but I wonder if there is a reduction of purple sheep. I wonder if the two are related. That's just purely a speculation. Now, I did have a round of golf, like buddy time with the CEO of Fox. Or wait, is that what his company's name is?
PFCO, right?
PFCO, yes, thank you. This whole thing with the black sheep came about because he was trying to fix himself. And it really, I had him off guard. I had him relax and we're just hanging out. And it really seemed like it was just an accident that the black hole happened. Like something so it doesn't sound like he was trying to destroy the Earth. And he was trying to de-green himself. Although I still don't know exactly how he turned green in the first place. So it wasn't alien like I thought at first. So that's really all I've got just from him. That black hole is really scary. Really
Yeah.
scary.
All
So
I
wait.
know is that black hole makes it really hard for me to stand on the top of rooftops and look down on the city and whisper, no. So it must be dealt with.
I can say Q Consolidated has not been hit by this black hole.
Even in your close proximity to
Even
that
in
building?
close proximity, yep.
And then, here's another thing. I just called it a building. But so each of those floors is a part of a machine. He keeps referring to his building, not as a building, but as a machine. So I think that entire structure is actually a machine that we can just walk into.
What?
I don't know how that works. But yeah, he said something like, nobody realizes it's a giant machine. So the whole building is a machine.
What kind of Mai Tais were you feeding him during this golf excursion? He seemed very loose-lipped.
He won.
So Fox is building a machine.
But all of these floors are different And it really seemed like the black hole was an experiment gone wrong.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's working on something. He's built a machine. He's running experimentations in the machine. I got to tell y'all, like, we started this with the notion that all of our other Batcrafters were just our friends, and we just wanted to make sure they were on the up and up. Nobody wanted them to be supervillains, but oh my goodness. Like, if that doesn't, I mean, I hear what you're saying. Like, the black hole was an accident, but
Right.
like,
And he was, at first, it had something to do with trying to not be green anymore. I still don't know how he turned green in the first place, but
interesting. Seems like we might need to do a little a raid on the machine, so to speak, at some point.
Maybe we should throw the book at them. While you guys may have been investigating things you think were sinister, such as sheep and Deathstroke and all of that, I have uncovered the true nature of the most heinous crime in Gotham. The vandal. The person who's been graffito tagging our precious city. And it is, dun dun dun, Dr. Alien.
What?
this whole time?
This whole time, Dr. Alien has been putting mustaches on our precious landscape. And I get the feeling that there's something different about him. As if he were two people. He seems strange. Are you making
a mustache? I don't think that. I don't think it looks like a mustache.
It looks like a really complicated hangman guess.
That's not very good. All right, so Dr. Alien is the mustachioed bandit and has multiple personalities. Here's the question, Bell. Is he, because this is really what it comes down to, right? Like, we've now exposed that Knight and Fox are clearly on the villainous path. Is Dr. Alien, you say he's got multiple personalities. Is one of them a hero and one of them a villain? Are they all villains? Are they all heroes? What is going on with them?
That's the thing. One of them seems sinister and one of them not so much. So I don't know if it is the mustachioed bandit is the good one or the bad one. Maybe one is like, some good-natured humor, and then the other one is really evil and putting mustaches on thing isn't quite evil enough for him. I haven't quite figured that out yet. But I think, I know for certain it's Dr. Alien, one of them, that is the mustachioed bandit.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well done. Discovering who is putting mustaches on things. That's great. I mean, like, you just got a report on a black hole opening up on the city, but don't get me wrong. The mustache situation definitely concerning. I agree.
Look,
does that explain the mustache on your face?
What? I don't have a mustache on my face. What are you talking about? There's no mustache. What are you talking about?
All right. So while we wait for Bell to get back, my first part of my report is actually fairly short because I was supposed to figure out whether or not Wilmart was an evil corporation, and I ran a test and I asked for Wilmart to make donations for the good of a hospital, and suffice to say, it worked. We got donations for the hospital, and
it did. I saw him put it in.
Did you really?
Yes.
You're sure?
I am sure.
That it was him who put it in?
I watched him look at it. I watched him put stuff in, and then he walked into Wilmart.
I mean, like, that's legit. So Wilmart is on the up and up. They are a good company and no longer on the suspect board at all.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Are there some companies that have so much money that they can afford to donate to charities and also have some left over for nefarious causes?
Ooh, there is a point to that. The fact that he can easily write a check. So, because he's got so much profits. I mean, Snow, you were going to open a candle store and he destroyed the market before you could even get in there.
That is evil.
On the one hand, I was just very slow at it, and he already had the products. So I guess sometimes he just beat me.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of Walmart's MO.
Wilmart.
Sorry, Wilmart.
Well, legally differentiated Wilmart, Bell.
Yeah.
Just like legally differentiated Bell Shack.
Exactly. There's no There's no intent on copyright infringement at all.
Interesting. Well, so here's the thing, though. This is kind of blowing my mind a little bit. So I the fact of the matter is I can't come up with a case for Wilmart. And I mean, like, we have to kind of vet him out. And if I'm assuming the best, I have to admit he went above kind of like my best assumptions. So I think he's off the board. But like I mentioned, there's something else that I found extremely concerning, and I'm actually this is wild because as soon as I realized that Wilmart might actually be on the up and up, I started like focusing my efforts on some of these kind of like larger name situations that we got going on. And so the first one was Ra's al Ghul. Turns out, thanks to the amazing detective work of Kyle.
Way to go.
Yeah, we now know that it's not Ra's al Ghul that we should be worried about. It's Deathstroke, and that he's the leader of the League of Assassins. And so, you know, that's like a thing. That's like we gotta be mindful of that. This is good. But I need to show y'all something I just found. Follow me. Okay. All right. So I was like making my way back home, and I noticed the beacon. Now the beacon, I think, I could be wrong, but I think Fox actually established this early on when we were trying to look for different spots for where we're going to build Wayne Manor. But then I noticed that there was a door over here.
Wait, why would Wayne Manor be next to the League of Assassins?
I mean, hey,
Bruce
that's,
Wayne.
you know what? That was one of the first thoughts I had, Bell. Shaq. That was the first thought I had, Bell Shaq. All right.
Bruce Wayne, we need to investigate him. Can we trust him?
Super Assassins Service Sanctum.
Yeah, there's a lot of S's in that.
Someone likes alliteration, and I kind of like that.
Unlike the League of Assassins, you can know our killers are invested. To have someone eliminated, you only need to rename either a netherite ingot or diamond block, your choice, and place it in the receptacle before you. It will be sent to our super secret sanctum where a League member will take the name and payment. This person you hope will die. Wait, hold on. I just saw the name Will in that sentence twice, and now I'm suspect. There's another Will. The League member will keep the payment for themselves and will rename a rose and hang it prominently in a known criminal location in Gotham, where the name of the victim, once they verified the person, has been killed.
All right, so that part that is very interesting, if not concerning, is unlike the League of Assassins, you know our killers are invested. So to me, that communicates that the League of Shadows is literally a competitor to the League of Assassins.
That does sound like it.
And who moves in and snuffs out competition?
Will.
What?
What?
And let's count how many times the name Will
was written.
Let's see here.
At least thrice.
Will be sent. Will take the name. That's 2. The person you hope will die will then be dispatched. The League member will keep the payments for themselves and will rename a rose and hang it prominently. Blah, 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 blah. And the hit will be called off.
Oh.
That is a lot of wills. That's a
That
lot of
is
wills.
7 wills. And I noticed that place is right in front of Wilmart.
Yeah,
Yes.
Crime Alley, which already has Will's name on one of the roses.
And roses.
Ooh, in fact, he's actually the only name that's featured here.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, isn't Thomas and Martha Wayne's name up there too?
Yeah,
Why did you say that name?
Why did you say that name?
We always say her name. Let us always say her name.
Murderer.
All right, let's talk about murder.
You killed an innocent chicken.
So,
It wasn't
y'all.
Speaking of chicken,
Yeah.
has anyone seen this poultry man running around Gotham City?
Poultry Man's a little derivative of another SMP, but yeah, no, I guess I have heard of such things.
Yeah, we should keep an eye on him.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. I did see someone dressed as a chicken roaming around New Yorktown. But yes, I have seen this bird, this bird man bird chicken.
Sounds like Poultry Man is crying foul.
Oh.
Member pig?
Oh man. All right.
I'll see myself out.
No, Bell, come back. There's one last thing we must discuss.
Wow,
So,
he
all right,
literally fell himself out.
League of Shadows. I think Bell makes a really compelling argument to the fact that Will could be behind it. I think that's something to keep an eye on. I have personally put my head on the chopping block. I actually spent a diamond block and willingly sacrificed myself as a way to test and see how they end up killing me. Or if they
Willingly.
try-
You even said it yourself.
Say what?
You said willingly. They've infected you.
What? Oh, he's got me, Bell. The will to act is what took me to do this. I left my last will and testament for those of you who might survive me. Will you be there when I perish?
I will.
So I will take on. I just want you to know that I'm going to take that on. I'm going to be on the lookout to figure out whether or not anybody's able to kill me, and I will report back with my findings.
How long ago did you submit your name to them?
At the moment, a few days. So we will have to find out.
Do you have plans in place in case you die?
I don't think I'm going to die. I mean, I'm pretty. I'm a superhero just like y'all. I got superpowers and got the might of Earth 3 here. I'm doing all right. I can handle my business.
All right.
You only have diamond boots on.
Well,
It seems a little underdressed for an assassin coming after you.
But that's my look. That's my look this season.
Well, you know what they say: if looks could kill, or in your case, get you killed.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll see myself out again.
Oh, hey, Kyle. We should probably talk about the elephant in the room.
Yes, we can talk about it.
Okay. I just want you to know.
I left.
I don't think that you would fail this city. I want you to know that.
Okay, good.
I think it's I think we can both run for mayor as fellow heroes and have different views of how we see Gotham City and all that kind of good stuff, but still want to protect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why you got to take a shot with Kyle for mayor.
Well, or vote for Bo. And the point is that a clean and fair election. Be chill. We're not no muckraking.
No. I'm a real straight shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm the right captain for the ship, so it works out really well.
Yeah.
I will say though, this is a pretty cool voting booth.
Thank you.
Yeah. Who voted no?
Well,
Two people voted no.
Wait, one, two. Dang it. Bella, you're in my way. I'm trying to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Although, what prevents anyone from voting twice?
Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing. It's the honor system, as is everything in Gotham. That's know what, Belle. That might be why we have so many supervillains. So there you have it. It's safe to say there's a lot going on, and a lot more to keep our eyes out on. I got to tell you, overall, this episode ended up being very, very heavily focused on the hero work, which is perfectly fine. Did not expect that to be the case, but that is okay. We're just putting the finishing touches here on the McKittrick Hotel, and I think for the most part, we're pretty close to it being, fairly done, all things considered. Oh, you know what? I had doors here. Did zombies break down these doors? Ooh, you know what? Or did I even have doors here? Okay, that's just a little concerning, but that's okay. That's all right. We're not overly concerned. I am very curious because so far there has been no attempt on my life whatsoever, and I mean I know that I should be kind of relieved by that, but at the same time there's just I think the sooner it happens, the sooner I'll be able to relax about it, and maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's what the League of Shadows is all about making sure that we stay on our toes and we don't get too comfortable. Yeah, that's got to be it. I will say that since our meeting, I have been doing a lot more work around the base, just kind of some little small tasks and small jobs, finishing things up, putting the overall polish on things, that sort of thing. And yeah, like for example, the McKittrick Hotel now has its side fully filled out. And as you can see, I've got this little, what is this? Like a park, I think. Here, this, as you recall, this is where we used to have the sheep and everything, but those are now kind of kept in there, and we'll have to rebuild that. And yeah, this is just kind of like a nice little park that showcases this area right here on the Hotel de Pavillon. And I just kind of did the same little archways to match, just to kind of make it a little bit more even. And we'll probably put some kind of statue here in the middle. And speaking of which, I did something that I've been meaning to do for a while, which is... there's actually a statue up here. And if you may, as you may recall, that is formerly Kyle's base. A long time ago, back in the day when we started this season, and we were looking for a place to put our base, originally this land that we are building on belonged to Kyle. And so we made a little deal with him to see if we could purchase the land. I think we gave him a couple of books. I can't remember exactly what it was for, but regardless, he was okay with it. So we turned the land that used to be his hut into a memorial in honor of those that came before. And I think that's great. I think that's awesome. So, yeah, and what I like about this is that from this little park, if you're standing in the right place, you can actually, yeah, just see it right there over the hill. It's awesome. So, anyway, yes, so we've got this little park here, and I think it works out pretty well. You'll also notice I've created a Sleep No More banner in honor of the McKittrick Hotel coming to New Yorktown. And I think even though it should probably be like hanging over here, since this is where Sleep No More would play in the real world. We got all this space. It seemed to make the most sense just to put it across the street. And, it's all inspired by real places, not a one for one, just kind of communicating the idea. We've talked about this before. That's what we're all about here. And I think it's working out really, really well. Overall, New Yorktown is really coming together in a big way. And this area on the whole is getting close to being, we're not quite there yet, but we're very close to kind of calling this section of the city done. And that's exciting. I think part of it is just because it took us so long to get the season started. I've just been so eager to do all of this. Like, I've had this base idea in my mind for a long, long time, but feels like a lot longer than normal. And so to finally get the chance to get in and to play around with it and to, take some things that I've made in creative and turn them into actual survival builds, that's, because that's when it feels real. Creative is great. I love creative. I mean, obviously you can do just a ton more there, but there's just a flex when it comes to being able to make this stuff in survival. Obviously the interior is not done at all, even though we do actually have walls and a back, which definitely that's definitely not nothing. But ladies and gentlemen, I think the McKittrick Hotel is looking very, very nice. Yeah, that's looking really good. Okay, this is awesome. So up on your screen right now is the actual McKittrick Hotel from New York City, where Sleep No More does take place. And now if we just kind of compare it, let's see, we'll just kind of compare it kind of on a side by side. And just like many buildings before it, I really think we nailed it. I think it looks great. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud and very pleased. A lot going on here in the city, and we'll talk more about what's to come. You can also see in the background there, we've started this kind of road, and that's really kind of coming together. In fact, we'll just give a quick bird's eye view of what that looks like. Yeah. So this is kind of coming together. This is kind of like a little side off-camera project and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, we're getting pretty close to being done with this section of the base. And look, it feels like you're flying through the city. That just makes me so happy. Oh, this is great. This is so good. Oh, man. I love it when a build comes together. And we've got many builds to go. Not to mention projects left undone in Gotham, team builds, and all the kind of things that you come to love and know and love from us here at, will come to know and love from us here at BATCRAFT. Definitely what you come in to know and love about us as a group. And that is coming your way soon. So be on the lookout. We've got some more hero work. We've got some more building to do. All of your favorite BATCRAFTY stuff is here on your favorite BATCRAFTY channel. Until next time, y'all. Goodbye.